Time-Lapse. Alright. This is episode 913. It is 8:49 p.m. on June 2nd, 2020. 8:49 p.m. and New York City is shut down. It looks like Fredericksburg at 2 a.m. Except somewhere in the city. I hear right now it's mostly in Brooklyn. The protesters are going. I am not going out tonight. I'm not marching tonight because my feet are killing me. Feet, people, because I get two of them. But I have to be on the Amtrak at around 10 something. I should probably look at that. And I have to draw a cartoon tonight. Well, I have to draw a cartoon before then. I'm really tired right now, and I need to get some sleep. So I'm very tired. My legs are tired. I feel a little bit better now. Just walking all over the city, and I got a huge blister on my left foot that should have a name in its own apartment. I just had some $15 wings where I only ate half of them, which is not as bad as the $15 bagel I had the other day. But it had lox and cream cheese on it that people yelled at me about on Facebook. How dare you use blueberry cream cheese? But today when I was walking around, I thought I took the subway down to the World Trade Center site in World Plaza or whatever, and I want to see the Statue of Liberty, even from the distance. And I did, and then I thought, now I want to see the Brooklyn Bridge. I just want to see it. And then I looked on this map and I saw where it was. I thought, that's kind of a healthy walk. Never mind. And then I walked around, messed around. I followed some protesters who were just warming up and getting ready, and a shit ton of cops again. And next thing I knew, I was on the Brooklyn Bridge. So I went to Brooklyn, walked to Brooklyn, and somebody had told me that's where I should get the pizza. And I did. And I got one of those hot dogs from the stands with the hot dog water. What's that place? What's the brand called? Stibbies? I don't know. But it was delicious. Actually, the hot dog, that was really good with the pizza. Oh my god, it was better than pizza I had yesterday. It was amazing balls. Okay. I think Amanda would say amaze balls. Is that what she said? Oh, you used to say, Amanda? Anyway. I know she says shit balls, which I swear she stole from me. Shit balls. Anyway, Donald Trump ordered the street cleared so he could cross it for a photo op with a Bible, of course, that he's never read. They asked him, is that your Bible? He goes, it's a Bible. Donald Trump was talking about how the protesters, he's an ally of them. And then he tear gassed him. You know who gassed people? Hitler. Donald Trump was really afraid of this image that he was hiding in his bunker because the protesters outside. You know who else had a bunker where they surrounded themselves with sycophants? Give you a little clue. Yeah, it's Hitler. All right. But then he gassed these people for a fucking photo op in front of a church, holding a Bible that he wouldn't have known it was a Bible if somebody didn't tell him. And Ivanka hid it in her purse, and he went over there with a bunch of his goons to just stand there and do a photo op. And then they lied later, just like the fucking Minnesota State Police about arresting the CNN journalists. They lied about the protesters, that they were throwing things and stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention this in my blog. When we were marching, I was walking with the protesters, occasionally a water bottle would just hit the ground. And I'd look around to see who threw it, and sometimes the crowd would cheer or whatever. But it wasn't seem to be aimed at the cops. And I think people were throwing them out of the buildings at us. That's what I think. Because I couldn't see where they came from. It just seemed like they just fell straight down. So, fuck you conservatives in high towers in New York City. Best city in the fucking world. God, I love the city. It's awesome. Friend just asked me if I could live here. Yes. Without a doubt. I couldn't afford to live here, but I could live here. Alright. I'm shout out. Just go. New York's one of those places, like years ago, when I was a little kid, I grew up outside Chicago. And I was like, I could go back to Chicago. I could totally live there. And then in 95, I went back and I was like, no, never mind. I'm good. I don't want to live in Chicago. I was living in Mississippi at the time. I didn't want to live there either. But it was like, Chicago's a little bit too tight, just not so much. And yeah, New York's tight. But man, there's just so much culture. There's just so much going on. And these are the nicest people, other than Hawaii, that I've ever met. Everybody's been great. I thought everybody in New York was assholes. And I've even been to Brooklyn, and everybody was super nice. Anyway, shout out time. I love the people here. Everybody's so nice. Amanda says 34 days to my birthday. See what you did there. All right. Robert Gordino said subtle but really funny with the spaceship thing. My next one, this cartoon is not really funny. A couple of years ago, I think, one editor, a former editor, not my editor, he's a friend now, but, well, he used to be an editor for, I think, TV and newspaper. He saw one of my cartoons and he posted on the site, what is the cartoon of the moment or something like that, or today's cartoon. I forget what it's called now. But he said this cartoon that I did, that I didn't really satirize anything. I just actually drew exactly what happened. I don't remember that cartoon, but I remember his statement more. And he said, well, sometimes this is what makes a really good cartoon. Sometimes you don't have to do that. And that's pretty much what I did here. You know, there's no real joke in this cartoon. Other than Donald Trump is the joke. I mean, he literally said, that he is an ally to protesters before he started tear gassing them, just so his selfish fat ass could weeble across the street for a photo op. They should have challenged him to read something from the Bible. Someone should challenge him to recite a verse from the Bible. Just anything. Pick something. Just whatever you want. See what you can come up with. But all this, it just Donald Trump. The bad thing is that he's really, really stupid and racist, but he's also just extremely mean. And this is why we have this problem. This guy has no empathy, no consideration, no forethought at all. We have to get rid of Donald Trump. And if you still support Donald Trump over there using the Bible and your God's words for a fucking photo op that you just tear gas people for, fuck you. Bye.